Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know today's video is quite the bold one. In fact, I have my cup of wine right here just to make sure I'm not as nervous as I am to upload this video and to talk about it. So yeah, I'm gonna drink me some wine until I can calm down a bit. So before I start this video, I do want to make a small disclaimer. Scratch that. I'm going to make two big disclaimers before I can continue. If you are someone who is against cosmetic procedures, you just don't like people who do them, you're against them, or you just tend to be judging when it comes to them, then maybe this video is not for you, and you can always click back to exit and find something more, to your liking. Another disclaimer is that in this video, in no way am I trying to encourage young women, older women, any type of women to get any type of cosmetic procedures done. I'm simply sharing my experience. Maybe my experience and sharing it might help someone decide whether they want to, to go through with it or not. Who knows? Maybe what I say will discourage you to go through it. So I just hope that you guys can enjoy this video and my little experience. I did get my lips done. I got lip fillers, Juvederm. And I just want to start talking about why I did them first. I know I don't owe anyone any explanation because it's a personal decision, but I do want to talk about why I got them done, because I think that also plays a big role in me sharing, my experience. I don't want this to be your typical lip fillers, oh my god, I got my lips done type of video. I kind of want it to be informative and talk about why I got them now at this age. So growing up, if you've seen my videos, I had so many insecurities, but I had so many that lips just never made the cut. I was never self-conscious about my lips. In fact, when I got braces, and because I had an overbite, I felt like that gave me more of a fuller, poutier type of lip look going on. But once I got my braces removed, I noticed the big difference after my overbite was fixed and after I didn't have that extra, room in my mouth. I noticed that they were smaller, but it was never something that bothered me. I was never self-conscious. I never hated my lips. I don't hate them, my lips. But yeah. And then once I was around 19, I had this friend who was older, and she kind of gave me a backhanded compliment where she said, "You look the same without makeup, just that without no lips." And that kind of, I'm not going to say kind of stuck with me, but it kind of made me think oh, I guess I don't have lips. But after that, I kind of did give it a thought oh, well, maybe one day I can get them done, and But I never gave it much thought because I had money, I worked, and I could have gotten it done, but I just never did. So flash forward to now, I don't know, I think that every year that I get older, and this is why I discourage women who are very young to get anything done, because if I would have gotten anything done when I was very young, like maybe Kylie Jenner's age, I probably would have ended doing a lot of things just like her if I would have had the money. So I'm very glad that I never got anything done at a young age. Now, every year that passes by, I realize I don't need things done, that I'm perfectly fine. And I think I started wanting lip fillers about 6 months ago. That's when I started telling my husband. He was like, "No, you're crazy, you're not getting them." And then I think this year, I really told him, "No, look, I really want lip fillers." And that's when he was like, "Okay, fine, do them." So I decided to do them because I am old enough to understand what it is that I'm really doing, and because I'm a grown-ass woman who can decide for herself what I want. I've gotten to that point where it's okay, I think I want this. And the reason I got them is not because I'm trying to fill some type of void. It's not because I hate my lips or how I look, or because I think they would make me a better person or just better in general. I just got them because I just want fuller lips. Everyone in my family has amazing, beautiful, heart-shaped, full lips, and I am the only one who got my mom's tiny lips. And do I need lip fillers? No. I mean, I've gone 25 years without getting anything done on my lips, I would just lip line, and that worked perfectly fine. You know, I could keep lip lining without lip fillers and I would be perfectly fine. But I just wanted to know what it would be like to have them. So I told my husband I really want them, and he's like, okay, fine. So now I'm going to start talking about, I'm going to try to go in order, talking about what the cost is, because that's a question that a lot of people want to know. Lip fillers are actually quite more expensive than people think. Half a syringe is $250 to $400. And again, that is just for half a syringe. So when I went in, I was expecting to pay that just for half a syringe. But I didn't realize how small of a quantity half a syringe is. Just so you can get an idea, a full syringe is only a little bit less than a teaspoon. So if you think about it, it's not a whole lot. It's actually very, very little. Another question that people always ask is, did it hurt? I think the pain is very, very personal. For example, I think that a leg day at the gym is much more painful than getting lip injections. And it's quite surprising because I was expecting to be like, teary or in a lot of pain, because I have no tolerance to pain. My pain tolerance is so low, but surprisingly, I didn't think it was that painful. And to kind of talk about what my expectations were, I went in wanting just fuller lips. And I remember that I got there a few minutes early, about 20 minutes early, because if you want to get topical numbing cream, you do have to arrive there early so that they can put it on and it can take effect before your appointment. So I got that done. And then by the time, it was my appointment, my lips were numb already, but you do feel the injection. Lips are just such a sensitive area that you will always feel them. And I remember that when I walked in, I actually pulled out my phone and I was like, hey, I want these lips. And at first I was kind of thrown off because I'm going to call her my girl, the person who did my lips, and it's an actual place. It's not like I went to someone's. No, it's like an actual spa place, and they have a nurse practitioner and a nurse who are doing them, which I'll get to that in a little bit. But when I got there, I pulled out my phone and I'm like, I want these type of lips, and she was like, I can't do that. And I was thrown off because I was like, what do you mean you can't do that? Even for a second I was like, well, do I really want to do them if I can't get this? But the way she explained it was that we have certain structures or certain shapes and they can't change our shape. And the way I think about it now, it's kind of like a balloon. If you have a triangle balloon and you blow it up, you're not going to end up with a heart. You're going to have a triangle. Vice versa, it's the same thing. Whatever shape you have, they can just enhance it, but they really can't change completely your shape. Whatever shape you have is what you have. They would just look bigger. So I was like, whatever, I'll still do them. I did them, and the procedure is very, very short. I think the whole injection time was probably under 10 minutes. What I really like about them is that they add additional anesthetic into the Juvederm, because the Juvederm already comes with anesthesia, but they add even more just so you can have more liquid in them, and so to numb you more. And it's actually a really good thing that they do, because the more liquid, that means that the more liquid the Juvederm can absorb once it's injected to your lips, because a lot of people get lumps, which I actually did end up with just one, and I need to call back to see if maybe they need to massage it out or if I should just give it time. But there's people who get a lot of lumps because they just don't drink enough water. So when they inject more anesthesia into the actual formula of Juvederm, they're adding more liquid, and that allows the Juvederm to absorb that liquid without building so many lumps. So yeah, that was the first session, because I went to 2 sessions. I got in total 1 full syringe. The first time I went, I got half a syringe. The second time I went, I got another half. And then for the second appointment, so I got the first appointment done on Thursday, and the second one was done on Saturday. And I actually had a wedding that day, but I just had to make it work because the next appointment wasn't until 2 weeks from then, and it wouldn't work. Next week is just too chaotic. So I went back that Saturday. After the ceremony, the wedding ceremony, I rushed over there, and yeah, I got there early, again, like 10-15 minutes so they could put numbing cream. It was the same experience, only that this time, before the procedure was done, I could feel my lips were like big. They felt swollen. And another thing that I want to mention is that you do swell quite a bit. You do get those kind of like duckish vibes, but I was surprised that I did not bruise at all, and my swelling wasn't even that bad. The worst swelling definitely happens between the first and second day after, and then after that it just gradually goes down. Another thing to take note is that for some reason your lips get really dry. My lips were nasty, peeling on the inside, like just like little strips coming off. I don't really understand why that happened, but both times that I got the procedures done, that happened. So I don't know if that's just part of what happens because your lips stretch or what, but yeah, your lips will look nasty, flaky for a good week or so. So for me, the whole healing process was a lot longer because I went 3 days after the first procedure. So when I went Saturday, it had only been 3 days. So once my swelling had been going down, I went back and they got even more swollen. But it worked out perfectly in the end. When I saw my lips after the second half syringe, I was like, oh my god, they are so pretty. I freaking loved how big they look. Now obviously they went down because the swelling is not supposed to last forever. So I'm going to quickly zoom you guys in just so you can see how they're looking now. It is now Friday. I didn't put any lipstick on because I kind of wanted you to see how they look without any, lip lining or anything like that. I really like how she defined my cupid's bow a lot because that was my problem back then. I never really had like a defined cupid's bow, so lip lining always took me at least 5 minutes because I really needed to define my shape, and it was just really more of a hassle that I didn't really want to be dealing with all the time. That's kind of the reason why I also got them done. Let me focus it more. But here you can see what the shape is. You can definitely see they're a lot fuller from the side. So yeah, now I'm gonna zoom you out. So yeah, I freaking love them. I don't regret doing them at all. And to be quite honest, I know this might be ridiculous, but I kind of want to go back for half more of a syringe just to get that full effect that I had the last time I was swollen. They looked they look so pretty when they were so big and swollen. Of course, you do have that duckish swelling type of look. It wasn't even bad. It makes you look off. It looks weird because I kept telling my family, I'm like, how do they look now? And they're like, you still look a little weird. So you will look a little weird after you get them done, but as the days go by, obviously the swelling goes down and you start to look more normal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go back. My husband already said that I could do one more half syringe, and I think I'm gonna be getting that done in about a month or two. I'm going to be uploading as well all the check-ins that I did just so you can see what the swelling looked like, what they look like right after. Hey everyone, so it is 2:16 at the moment and my appointment was at 11:15. That means almost 3 hours has passed by since, they finished doing my lip fillers. I do feel pretty swollen, not as much as I thought I would be, but then again, it's only been almost 3 hours. This is how I'm looking from the sides. I do feel very pouty, almost like a duck right now, but the swelling is not bad at all. I really love how my lips are looking, and I kind of wish they would stay this big. I only got half a syringe, and honestly at the moment I'm thinking of maybe going back for another half. I think I'm gonna wait until they settle down and the swelling goes down, and then I'll make my decision. But yeah, this is how they look almost 3 hours later. I think I'm gonna try to check in by the end of the night, and if I'm not able to, I'm gonna check in tomorrow morning just to show, how the swelling, if I end up getting any bruising. I don't think I have any at the moment. I just have discoloration and spots, which is normal. I have them. But yeah, I'm gonna check in later. Bye. Hey everyone, so I'm doing the second check-in. It is Friday, a little after 1:30 So it's been a little over 24 hours since I got the injections, and I just want to show you guys how it's looking now. The swelling has definitely gone down a lot. I put on some arnica pomade just so it can help the swelling. I did not bruise, luckily. My swelling wasn't even that bad. The girls that I go with apparently are just really good at what they do. So I only got half a syringe, and honestly, I don't think that's enough for the look I was going for. So I'm gonna be getting another half syringe tomorrow. My husband said that I should do it. I'm so happy. So yeah, my appointment is already tomorrow. They had told me I could come back in a week, but the other, following appointment after Saturday is not until like 2 weeks from now, and I don't want to wait 2 weeks. My brother gets married in 2 weeks, so I just want to get it done right now. But yeah, that's how they're looking. They look nice. They just don't look as full as I want them, but they definitely do make me look more pouty, and they're still kind of swollen like right here. So I still kind of look a little bit like duckish. It's nothing bad, but I can see it like in the viewfinder. I can see they look a little like lifted above the lip. So I guess the next check-in I'm going to be doing tomorrow after my appointment. My appointment's at 2:30. So I think I'm going to take my camera just to show how it looks right after I'm done. I mean, I wouldn't record the process, but I'm just going to take it just to show how, how they swell and how they look right after. So yeah, let's just hope that this time around I also don't get bruised. So I'll be checking in tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is Saturday and it's 3 o'clock. I just got done with my lip injection appointment, and I just got home. I didn't record it or take a picture right after I came out because I forgot the camera. So yeah, I just got home. So this is how they look after the second, appointment. They look pretty swollen. I actually met my dad. Well, I saw my dad at the gas station while I was pumping gas, and I asked him if he thought they looked pretty. He's like, you look kind of duckish right now. So I freaking love them. They look so much fuller, and they're pretty. I keep looking up because the viewfinder is here. But yeah, that's how they look on the side. They are a bit swollen. Thankfully, I did not bruise again. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna check in tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm gonna check in tonight because I have a wedding. But yeah, bye everyone. Good morning everyone. So it is Sunday 8 o'clock, and this is how my lips are looking. Still very swollen. I look very pouty. You can tell a lot how much volume I have on my bottom lip and the top one, but I really like it. I just can't wait for the swelling to completely go away, so I can see what the final result is gonna look like. But yeah, this is how they look after almost a day of getting the second dose of injection. And yeah, I probably won't be checking in anymore, at least not until I do the video. But yeah, that's how they look, and I love them. Bye. So yeah, that's how my lip experience went. I honestly am pretty nervous to upload this because I know how judgmental people are, and I really don't want people to see me, oh my god, like she's fake. And I even told a friend that, and my husband was like, don't care what people say if they don't agree or they don't like what you do. Like, sometimes people are jealous because they don't have what it takes or the means to do what you do. And then he said, you're not fake, or your lips are not fake, they're just enhanced. And you know what, that really stuck with me, and I like that. So that's what I'm just gonna choose to believe. My lips are just enhanced, they're not fake. I hope this video helped anyone out who has questions. If you guys have any more questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. I hope I'm not forgetting to mention anything important or anything that anyone might want. If you guys do want more questions, maybe I could do a follow-up, answering people's questions and showing you how the third time went, because I am going to be getting that again like in a month or two. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys on my next one. Bye.